Apartment 7A is a prequel to Rosemary's Baby that premiered at Fantastic Fest. So today, let's see if this prequel is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Terry dreams of fame and fortune in New York City, but after suffering an injury, an older wealthy couple welcomes her into their home. When she receives an offer at another chance at fame, it seems all her dreams are coming true. I'm covering Fantastic Fest this year remotely. I would love to be there in person, catching all the films throughout the day. That sounds like so much fun, but I'm so happy I get to see some of the films that people are seeing in person at home. When it comes to Apartment 7A, I didn't have much expectations to it. A lot of the prequels that are coming out that are prequels to horror films, they haven't been that good. There's been a couple decent ones, like The First Omen, but I didn't have too many expectations going into this because Rosemary's Baby is one of the best horror films, one of the best psychological thrillers I have seen. It's really hard to create this film and look at Rosemary's Baby and how masterful that movie is. You have a lot of shoes to fill. When it comes to Apartment 7A, it feels very similar to that movie. Not as good, but the story, it feels very familiar. Julia Garner plays Terry. She dreams of having fame and fortune in New York City. She is a dancer. She breaks her leg. She gets taken in by Minnie and Roman, the characters that were in Rosemary's Baby, that were very kind to Rosemary. And we even have a scene with Rosemary within this movie. But we have a lot more of Minnie and Roman, how they are able to give Terry what she needs and what she wants, have them be very trustworthy. They're very manipulative as well. That's when the psychological thriller of this film comes out, as Roman and Minnie are very manipulative and are able to control what Terry does. If it's subtle conversations or if it's just kind of being very more demanding, we see how they are able to accomplish what they want to do. And that's the same thing for Rosemary, is trying to have this baby, and that's being part of a satanic cult who are grooming her in order to use her baby for rituals. And so a lot of the story's structure feels very similar to Rosemary's Baby, and having our character that's being manipulated by residents of this apartment building, a lot of creepy imagery in the background, becoming pregnant and dealing with the struggles of that pregnancy, but also more people being involved that don't need to be involved. All that psychological terror is within this movie, but it's not as deep or as terrifying as Rosemary's Baby. What I feel like made Rosemary's Baby so successful is a lot of its subtle imagery and more focus on Rosemary and her pregnancy, where this movie tries to go for more haunting imagery that Julia Garner sees, as she feels like she's being controlled and there's some creepy things going on within this apartment building. It's diving more into a horror territory, more so than Rosemary's Baby. If it's some of the creepy things that happen in this apartment building, some things that she sees or encounters, it tries to be more terrifying and more scary than Rosemary's Baby. And that's where it feels like it becomes a little more generic rather than thought-provoking like that film. But the performances in here are really good. Julia Garner is a terrific actress, and within this film, she's able to be a character that's she wants that fame and fortune. And then when it comes to her, she takes these opportunities. We see that drive that she has to become famous in New York City. But when it comes to all the scenes of her being manipulated, we see a different side of this character, a stronger aspect to this character. And we see that nice progression for her as we see this character being developed throughout the film. And Diane Wiest and Kevin McNally are great as this couple, this wealthy elderly couple. Same characters in Rosemary's Baby, but they know how to get what they want. They're very creepy at times. They show up unannounced, even if people don't want them there. Very similar to how those characters were portrayed in Rosemary's Baby. So I like that they were able to kind of transition these characters into this movie while still maintaining their personalities and what they're trying to accomplish. Just the overall structure felt very similar. The end of the movie felt familiar. A lot of what this movie tries to do just feels the same. And one way you can look at that is like, yes, it's the same film. There's nothing really new about it. If you look at the couple in this cult, they had many times that they were trying to have someone be pregnant and use their baby for rituals. So you feel like they had this like trial and error. It wasn't successful for Terry, so now we have it with Rosemary. So you see that, you know, maybe they were doing it over and over again. That could add some more weight to the story. At times it feels generic, but also when you look at it in the scope of things, it could be like a bigger thing going on. I like that it was multiple people, Terry and Rosemary, that they were trying to get pregnant and have their baby for rituals. So it adds more depth to some of the characters and behind the scenes of what was going on within this apartment building. It's very chilling. While it didn't reach the heights of that film, I do think that Apartment 7A is a good time, even if it feels very similar and kind of venturing into more of a horror territory. I overall really like this movie. So before I give you my score for Apartment 7A, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm gonna go ahead and give Apartment 7A a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Apartment 7A. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.